Hey y'all, it's Richard with Rip One Outdoors. Hey, it's good to be back with you. We got a new play pretty here for you this morning. Want y'all to check out. This is Lectric XP3.0. And hey, this bike has over 10,000 5-star reviews on their website. It has a top speed of 28 miles per hour. It has an approximate range of 65 miles, and it'll carry a payload of up to 330 pounds. This bike comes in two different versions. The version we have for you is the long range version, and it's priced at $1,199. They also have a standard version that's priced at $999. What I'm going to ask you to do is look down in my video description. I've got a link to Lectric there. Be sure to check out all the options and packages that are available at this time. The bike comes with 1-year warranty, and it's backed up by Lectric's A+ customer service that is US based. Just had to say that I count it a privilege to be able to review the most popular bike in the US right now. So what I'm gonna ask y'all to do, sit back and enjoy the review. Here's the order in which we're gonna do things. There is no unboxing because the bike came and all we had to do was take it out of the box. We had to take it out of the box and a couple of plugs we had to plug in. That's it. All that information is in the box that it comes packaged in. They got QR codes in the box. You can scan a QR code and you'll have the manual right at your hand. We're going to take it and we're going to do a segment I call, Hey Good Looking, What You Got Cooking. We're going to show you some close-ups and tell you some specs and features of the bike. Then we're going to go out to Picayune and we're going to do a little ride through silk stocking with it. And then we'll finish everything up there. So y'all, hey, grab something and hang on. Enjoy the show. Roll that intro. Okay, y'all, I got all kind of shadows I'm working with here, but hopefully I can get the point across. But anyway, as far as overall looks, I mean, you see it. The bikes come in two different colors. It's black and white. And this version I have here, of course, is the white version, but it comes with some nice, stylish graphics up here on the down tube. Those look sharp. Bike's really an eye catcher. And as far as the frame is concerned, the bike comes fully assembled except for the racks. We put those on. And I wanted to show y'all the racks, how they look on the bike, but I'm just going to tell you that my plans for the bike is I want to use it as a lightweight bike that I can throw up in the back of the truck and unfold and fold easily. So I'm going to leave the racks off for the use that I have planned for it. The bike itself is certified UL 2849. The bike is foldable to dimensions of 37 inches long by 18 inches wide by 28 inches high. The stand over height, which I call the step-through height right here, is 18.5 inches. Accepts riders in the range of 5'2" to 6'3". Seat to ground height is 30 inches minimum to 40 inches maximum. This package we received from Lectric had 5 different accessories. That was all part of the package. And that included the front basket, the rear basket, an elite headlight, a bike lock, a suspension seat post with a comfortable seat. As you can see, the rear rack, which usually comes as a separate item, it's integrated with the frame. That's going to make it a lot stronger. And they have a load rating back here of max 150 pounds. That's nice. There's also an optional passenger package that you can pick up. It's got seats, handlebars, and some foot pegs. You might want to check that out. The bike weight, including the battery, is 64 pounds, but that does not include the weight of the front or rear basket. The motor is 500 watt nominal with 1000 peak watt electric motor, 55 Newton meters of torque. The battery is 48 volt, 14 amp hour, and it's incorporated into the tube here. It's got a little locking key under here that has to stay in the bike as long as the bike is being operated. Here's your charge port right there where it can be charged. So really the battery can be charged in the bike or outside the bike. The battery is UL 2271 certified. The battery, along with the 20 amp controller and the pedal assisted wattage regulation called Power, provides a nice enjoyable riding experience. Monitoring that power usage is the standard display, LCD, and it's high vis. Lectric has a drivetrain that has kept up with the times, y'all. It's a 52 chain ring up here, and it's got 1128 freewheel in the back. Shimano tourney derailleur, with the standard Shimano SIS shifter. Stopping power is provided by hydraulic brakes in conjunction with 180mm rotors front and rear, and a fluid hydraulic fork with preload and lockout. The bike has a half twist throttle. Hand grips are rubber and they're pretty comfortable. I put my own bell on, and I also put my own bar end mirror on. Like most electric products, it's very adjustable. You have an adjustable stem here. It can be loosened, slide up, allow for a higher handlebar placement. And in the same way with the seat post back here. Pop this little lever, pull the seat post up to your suitable height, and get on down the road. I showed y'all the rear basket. The rear basket has actually two mounting options. Mount it sideways or long ways. I felt like it looked better if I mounted it long ways. Folding pedals. The bike has a tail light here, and that tail light will receive its power from the battery. There is no brake light, so be aware of that. You may want to hang your arm out. To turn the bike on, there's a power button on the control pad. Hold it to turn it on and off. To increase the level of your pedal assist, you just push up on the plus button. To decrease, you push down on the minus button. If you want to turn the headlight on, you hold down the plus button. To turn the light off, you hold it down, turns the light off. To enter your P settings are all listed in your manual. Hold down to both the plus and the minus at the same time. To enter your P settings, the P settings are all listed in the manual. If there may be some options in there you want to change, I know. But I do have one setting that I will show, and that's the one where you can increase your top speed. So I'm going to hold down the plus and minus key on the control pad. That brings up your P settings. I'm going to use the power button to arrow through until I get to P08. And let's say all this is in your manual. We need to change this to 100, which I already have, but it was 32. So change that 32 to 100. That'll bring your top speed up to reachable to 28 miles per hour. Okay, y'all, come with us out to Picayune. Now let's ride the XP 3.0. All right, everybody. Let's get out and take a ride on the Lectric XP 3.0. Riding in my hometown. Leave my truck right here by the school I graduated from, Picayune Memorial High School. You can see they've had some construction around here lately. They built a new field house, doing some work. So we finally get to see what all the fuss is about. And I guess what I mean by that is I've been in the e-bike, fooling with e-bikes, probably a little over 2 years now. And ever since the get-go, I've always heard of this company, Lectric. And I can tell you that it seemed like one of the most popular brands out there, especially with the RVers, with the people that goes camping and all, load bikes up and take them camping. That just seemed like that was the cat's meow for them. But I just never did have the opportunity to ride or review one of their bikes until now. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out where I need to go here. I got a little errand to run. I got to run some money over to the bank while I'm here. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in Picayune. It's probably in the mid-60s. Check out that old antique Ford sitting over there, y'all. My Uncle Marvin had one just like that. You rode in that truck with him, you better watch your manners. I tell you right now, if you got in there with sand all over your feet, he's gonna call you out and tell you to stomp them feet off. Or you better not slam the door on that truck. Hey, Uncle Marvin. He'll put you out of that truck if you slam the door. So yeah, I always wondered what the fuss was all about with these XP bikes. Started out with the 1.0 and 2.0 and 3.0, and they just keep graduating and getting better over the years, and people still buying them. It's America's best-selling e-bike from America's best-selling e-bike company. And I know we stress this every time, every time we turn around, we're talking about the quality of Lectric products and their A+ customer service. So that goes to say a lot about why people are buying them. I've put 6 miles on this little bike so far. Well, it just rolled over 7. And I could tell y'all, this thing will scoot along. I'm gonna use one of my buddies, old Steve Crowe up there in North Louisiana. He's up around West Monroe, Louisiana. If there is anybody that deserves for Lectric to give them a bike, it's Steve Crowe. And you might say, well, why do you say that? Because I tell you, I've been watching Steve for a couple of years now, and Steve, I think he rides the 1.0, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we running in the street with the cars here. Yeah, Steve rides a 1.0, and I'm gonna tell you right now, he rides it like ever rides his last ride. He rides that thing. Yeah, he rides that thing like it's his last ride, and he really enjoys it, and he puts that thing to the test. Where he rides at, it's on rough sidewalks and places like that, and it just beats and bangs and beats and bangs. And I've told somebody before, I said, man, if there's anybody that should be a spokesperson for electric e-bikes, it's Steve Crowe. Because he really shows what it's capable of. It can't nobody accuse me of running these stop signs, can he? No, sir. But y'all see how the streets are on a Sunday afternoon here. I love this riding up in Picayune on a Sunday afternoon. It's so quiet and peaceful. Just very little bit of traffic. Church is getting out. There's some folks here coming out of church. But this little bike here will scoot right along. I tell you right now, it will. And it's the way that I've always watched Steve ride. But as we said, the little bike has graduated. And people have, I guess I'd have to say the people have complained about a few things. And instead of Lectric just listening to the complaints and letting them fall on a deaf ear, they actually done something about it. They take and put those complaints to work. And they modify the bikes so they can make them better. And I'll give you an example of that. This little bike here, the 3.0, it once had mechanical brakes. They had a few problems with that. So next thing you know, they started making all their 3.0 bikes with hydraulic brakes. And then, not only that, I saw this, that they took, my buddy Mike Pate up in Brandon, Mississippi. He's a great American. He brought his 3.0 down for me. He watched my YouTube channel. He wanted me to do his hydraulic brakes for him. Lectric had gave him some hydraulic brakes to put on his bike, because when he got it just had the mechanical brakes. So I told him, I said, bring it by. He was on his way down to his house in New Orleans, and he brought it by. That's the first time I got to look at up close of an electric bike. And he has the exact same bike that I'm riding today, the 3.0, long range with a step through. So I put his brakes on it, and I didn't get a chance to ride it much. I wanted to ride it and make a video with it, but I didn't get a chance to ride it much because he didn't charge the battery good before he left the house, and we didn't have any juice. We got to stop and drop some money in the bank here. Okay, we back on the road again. Y'all, I just finished up the review for the Lectric Express, and I hope these reviews don't run together, because some of the information is almost the same, you know. So hopefully I'll be telling you about the right bike. And that XP Express is another bike. Hey, just be sure to watch that video. I enjoyed that one. But I tell you what, I saw this one here. Like I say, I had 6 miles on it. I think I rode it to church a couple of times, things like that. And I'm gonna tell you, when you get on it, you say, man, this thing will get you out of Dodge, and it will do it. It will do it quick, and in style and very comfortably. I don't have any reservations whatsoever about putting this little bike in traffic. I learned that from Steve Crowe. I put this little bike in traffic and I just run the fool out of it. We'll do some pedal assist tests and all over there shortly. Yeah, we're gonna head over into one of our favorite places to ride, and that's Silk Stocking. And we'll do our pedal assist, and we'll do some braking, and there ain't much of hill around here, y'all, to climb, I can tell you. But they do have one little hill over there we can climb, but I don't think you folks is gonna have any heartburn over me not showing y'all a hill to climb. Because that's just the nature of the area that we live in. We live in Flat Flint, South Mississippi. Yeah, look at that blue sky. Couldn't think of anything better to be doing, man. I'll tell you what, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I got home from church, told my wife I had the bike loaded up already, so I'm going to Picayune. Gonna take a ride. Listen to them brakes, how quiet, y'all. Well, you can't hear them. I mean, you can listen for them, but you can't hear them because they're quiet. I don't know what kind of brakes that Lectric uses, but them brake pads are pretty decent pads now. I've seen some that sounded like metal on metal, but I've had a few folding bikes, but I've never had one as comfortable as this little bike is to ride. I had some, but either there were some they didn't have hydraulic brakes, and they had cheap mechanical brakes. Sounded like a car wreck when you stopped them. It was always something that just wasn't out of, you know, it was always something that was out of whack, you know. You just wasn't pleased with them. I'm in pedal assist 3 and I'm cruising along here at 24 miles per hour. Oh man, what fun. The 3.0 is like many of Lectric's bikes. They have this power, the PWR, in the electronics. Hey puppy dog. His legs ain't long enough to catch me. But yeah, they call it PWR. It's pedal assist wattage reduction that makes a more smoother takeoff and acceleration, and I can see that. I've seen that bikes that didn't have that, and I'll tell you right now, they'll snatch a knot in your neck, but not the Lectric bikes. This little bike is smooth on its acceleration, I can tell you. So what am I thinking about for as modifications to it? I tell you, I won't have to get a better seat because this little seat fits me good. It feels pretty good. I won't have to put a suspension seat post on it because this little pogo stick suspension post is what Rich Craft calls it. It feels pretty good too. So that's money that I won't have to spend. I did put a phone holder on here, and I just noticed I left my phone, so I'm gonna run by the truck over there and pick up my phone. They sent baskets for the front and rear, but for this bike, I did not put the baskets on. I don't think there's a need for me to demonstrate that. These bikes are popular. They're all over the place. I wanted to keep this little bike for my personal little fold it up and throw it in the back of the truck bike. Because sometimes I have to get my oil changed in my truck, and I need me a little bike that I can throw in the back of the truck. And I wanted to keep this one just as light as I can, so I left the front basket and the rear basket off. But I do have my little bag on the back. I'll show y'all that in a little bit. It's got a nice little heavy-duty rack back there that they say it'll haul 150 pounds, but I don't know if I'd put 150 pounds on it. Yeah, we coming on down in around Silk Stocking here now. I tell you what, it's been cold, y'all, here in the morning times. It was about 35 here this morning, 31 yesterday morning. For South Mississippi, that's pretty chilly. But the good thing is it warms up in the day. I just checked a while ago, it's 65 degrees. That's perfect. Yeah, this little bike is light. I picked the white. Why did I pick the white? Because I just think the white's prettier. Don't have a problem with the black, but I just think the white, it just looks better. I'm used to white bikes. But yeah, this little bike is lightweight. It's very portable. You can throw it in your cooler hull or your truck. Hey, it's very popular with the RVers. They put them in these tote containers and throw them up in their RV, and that's how they haul them. Y'all, I haven't been out of pedal assist 3 yet. I just been cruising along in 3, and it seemed like we getting on up there as fast as we want to go. 22, 23 mile per hour. This is pretty down in here, y'all. It's just one of my favorite places in Picayune is silk stocking. Stop. We always got to stop here and take a picture. Yeah, as we stated, the little bike is lightweight and it's portable. It's quick. Hey, it gets you wherever you want to go, lickety split. Yeah, these little bikes are priced right too. You can get the I believe it's the 10 amp hour version. It's just a smaller battery is all. Just a lighter battery. They call it the standard battery. You can get that bike for $9.99. If you don't have any plans for long range riding, then that's going to be fine for you, I can tell you. But if you got some long range riding planned, you don't have to want to worry about range anxiety. I can tell you, go ahead and get that. Pay you $200 more, pay $11.99 to get that long range edition. Then here's another little tip to you. I don't know how long it'll last, but right now I see that if you pay, you can get an extra battery for $200. Y'all, if any of y'all's ever bought batteries, you know that's a really good price. Get you an extra 14 amp hour battery for $200. All right, pulling around to the little creek area here. It's always pretty here. Pretty place to stop and get off the bike and relax for a minute. Take a picture. All right, let's take on the only hill we got in Picayune right here, as far as I know. But it ain't much of one. I mean, it did a reasonable job with it. I mean, for a 500 watt motor. Now let's turn around, let's do a braking test. Here we go down the hill. See how these brakes stop. 20 mile per hour or 18 mile per hour and we hit it. It slides the wheels, so that did a good job there. The reason they call it silk stocking, I know I've told all my audience this, but maybe you haven't watched my channel before, but my mama always called it silk stocking. She said that's where the rich people live. All right, so we're gonna get back out on the street here and we're gonna do a little pedal assist demonstration, and then we're gonna call this one a video here. Talk about the stability of the bike for a minute. I don't know whether it's those little Chow Yang tires. The tires are very soft, and it just seems like it's got good traction. I don't feel like it's gonna slide out from under me, at any time. I've run through some little sandy areas and stuff. I haven't felt, like it was gonna come out from under me. Yeah, it's done really good. I'm very pleased with the way it's handling. And to not have a torque sensor, the bike is really, really good on you for pedaling. I like to pedal where I can get the feel that I'm actually doing something with my legs instead of just spinning them around. Well, Lectric made sure that would happen, as I showed y'all on the close-ups. Yeah, it's got the 52-tooth chain ring, and it's got the 1128 Freewheel. Thank you, Lectric, for looking out for us that are tired of the ghost pedaling. Let them other companies put the 1428s on the Freewheel. You know what I'm saying? Let them do them. Okay, let's get down into pedal assist 1, and here we go. Pedaling, pedal assist 1. And that's 8 mile per hour. Bump it up to 2. Everybody's getting ready for the Christmas parade here, y'all. They're gonna have that tomorrow night. Pedal assist 2 is 13.8. Pedal assist 3, I'm gonna call that 18. Pedal assist 4, 22. All right. Pedal assist 5. Looks like about 25 and a half is gonna be about the best I'm gonna get today with this wind. Yeah, as far as range expectations go for this bike, I'm gonna refer y'all to go to the website. They got some pretty good range estimates on there. Their range is on flat ground with a 180-pound person. I'm at 225, so I can tell you, I don't expect to get nowhere near what they got. In fact, I may get like half of what they come up with, but it's still pretty nice little range on it. Yeah, as far as range expectations, I'm gonna tell you all. As far as range expectations, I'm gonna refer y'all to the website where y'all can check out. They got some pretty good range estimates on there. It's with a person that's 180 pounds on flat ground. I mean, if you're gonna be riding up and down hills and stuff like that, you're probably not gonna get what they're stating. You know, with any e-bike company, I always state that you're gonna be hard pressed to get what they state from the factory, you know. So I'm gonna tell you what this little bike represents to me. This little bike is a good little Sunday rider, like this one, like today, come up here and just want to take a relaxing ride around Picayune, maybe down through Silkstocking. That's what this bike represents to me. It'll be perfect. And that's what I plan on using it for. So with that being said, I think we're gonna do what I call a lazy sign off, where we sign off behind the wheel of the bike. But that's fine. I tell y'all what we're gonna ask you to do. If you're interested in this little electric bike, or either any of the product Lectric sells, if you look down there in my video description, I have a link to their website there. And if you would, hey, do me a favor, would y'all use that link if you go to make your purchase? That way my channel will get credit for it, and who knows, they may send old Rip One Outdoor something else to review. I'm also going to put my email down there. If anybody's got any questions about this bike, or like I said, any of the products that Lectric has, hey, send me an email. If I can't find out the answer, I'll find somebody that will. We'll get it took care of for you. Last but not least, y'all, if you do me a favor, check and see if you're subscribed to my channel, and if you're not, look down there and hit that subscribe button, and hit that like button, and hit that bell notification. And I certainly appreciate that. We appreciate y'all watching, and hey, until the next time we see y'all out here on the road somewhere, on the trail, Rip One Outdoors, we hope y'all be blessed.